Tales of Xillia is a great entry in the long-withstanding JRPG Tales franchise. It sports good gameplay, an immersive story, interesting characters, and decent graphics. Like most games within the franchise, you'll find the story a bit confusing at first, but it eventually finds its footing once the game gets going. For Tales fans, this game was a 2-year wait, so you'll have to forgive some of the outdated graphics, but once you've discovered its great gameplay, you'll quickly forget this minor issue. The action is fast-paced and flashy, the soundtrack fits its surroundings, and each character plays and feels like a different individual on and off the battlefield. You'll also find that games in the Tales franchise use more than one way to keep the player interested in this story, utilizing beautifully rendered anime cutscenes to bookend chapters, introduce new characters, and as an easy-on-the-eyes transition during major plot discoveries. Over the years, the team behind the Tales series have found ways to keep the game fresh, as well as still remain faithful to its roots, even giving subtle nods to its predecessors. Xillia shakes things up a bit, making you choose one of two characters. Jude, a medical student, is the character you'd want to start with, seeing as his story is one of discovery and character growth. Mila, a spirit trapped in a human's body, on the other hand, falls a bit flat, and her approach to conflict is often robotic and uninspired. Eventually, their two paths cross, and as always in true JRPG fashion, it becomes their duty to save the world they live in. It's a basic formula that doesn't deviate from the norm. The context of the story is quite complex, however, but you wouldn't think so given the simplistic approach to the story. It's perplexing, to say the least. There are many different locales and backdrops, some of which can look muddy and a bit washed out. However, a welcome distraction to travel are the skits, which progress the story through playful banter between the characters.
Well, that was something. I've never seen such a large monster before.
Monsters who experience a mutation in their mana lobes can expand to massive sizes.
You read that in a book?
Yep.
Another cool feature is the Lilium Orb leveling system. Similar to the sphere grid of Final Fantasy X, you can pick and choose each character's playstyle and what they learn first to strategize your way to victory on the battlefield. Speaking of which, battles and boss fights are easily the best part of the Tales franchise, taking place in real time and allowing you to link characters that yell out cool combination attacks. Very cool. The only problem was their unenthusiastic VA choice for Mila.
This was surging with mana when they activated their so-called Lance of Kresnik. So this must be the key they used to arm it. Do you want something?
I mean, what were they thinking? All in all, if you're a JRPG fan like me and found this generation of titles to be full of letdowns and subpar games with pretty graphics, then you should definitely take a look at this title. It's a fun little adventure, and much like wine, it gets better over time. But if you're a casual gaming fan or looking to start getting into JRPGs, there are other games to try first. That's why I'm giving this game a rent rating. Look for this and more on BLH. This is Darren, signing out.